There was a time when discount theaters, or dollar theaters, dotted the map. When a movie finished its first run in the movie theater, it would come to the dollar theater for its second run. Tickets would cost $1, $1.50, maybe $3. Prices were majorly reduced at the dollar theater relative to its first run theater counterpart. A dollar theater would acquire a 35mm print of a movie that had been shown dozens of times at a first run theater, so the picture quality would be slightly diminished. The theater would show a movie for $1 or $2 until the second run was over, and then they would bring a whole new batch of film reels into the film reel hospice before they go meet that big projector in the sky. Dollar theaters were very basic. Popcorn and soda. Oh, you want something else? Well, then bring it in yourself. Randall, the 15-year-old kid checking your ticket, isn't gonna give a shit if you sneak a sack full of McDonald's into the theater. He's in his grunge phase after all. He don't give a shit about nothing. Dollar theaters often had a few arcade games, sticky floors, the complete opposite of stadium seating, water-damaged ceiling tiles, but hey, you could see Three Ninjas for $1. And talk about a cheap place for your parents to have your birthday party. So, what killed the discount theater?
Home viewing.
In the early 90s, the time it took for a movie to come out on VHS after its first theatrical run could easily take a year. There are plenty of examples where it takes even longer. As the end of the 90s came and that decade came to a close, the popularity of DVDs became mainstream. It became more and more affordable for the average consumer. And the time for a movie to come out from theater to home viewing became roughly 6 months. That time frame has continued to shrink, which squeezed the secondary theaters, the dollar theaters, these discount theaters, out of existence. Their entire business model was selling discount tickets to moviegoers months after a movie came out, and their main competition became their customers' living room. Nowadays, movies come out on DVD or Blu-ray 3 or 4 months after their initial theater run, and they're available for digital download sooner than that. The discount theater, the dollar theater, the secondary theater is now your living room, your mobile device, your tablet, your laptop. As the discount theater business model became obsolete, they were forced to increase their prices to stay afloat, until one day they became another casualty of modernity and progress. Some second-run theaters transitioned to be first-run theaters, but most, it seems, faded away.
Look out, first-run theaters. They're coming for you next.
We may see our movie theaters as unshakable institutions of entertainment, but they're not. Video on demand lives on a diet of concrete and brick, and the digital demon is slowly marching to devour our favorite buildings. The writing is on the wall. From 2016 to 2017, theater attendance dropped in that year more than 5.5%. Major movie studios are seeing this trend and preparing for the future, and many are in the process of working out streaming deals that would make new releases available to stream for about $30 to $50 the same day it releases in the theater. If this happens, and it will happen eventually, make no mistake about it, there will be a seismic shift in the consumption of new movies. Not to mention, new movies are and will begin to come out faster and faster for video on demand. The big bulky box building will no doubt go bye-bye in the not too distant future, and going to the movies will become a smaller experience, a novelty experience. Serving food, beer, wine, maybe a more interactive experience, a reason for you to get out, getting people in the door with items that they couldn't get at home. Our living rooms have killed the discount theater, they've killed the video rental store, and honestly, I'm fine with it. Go as much as you can over the next 10 or 15 years, and then 25 years from now, you can make a video telling people how awesome it was back in the day when you went to the movie theater to watch a new movie. It's coming, make no mistake about it. I lived in Lawrenceville, Georgia from 1991 to the year 2000, and we had a couple of discount theaters. I remember seeing Mortal Kombat at the Dollar Theater. My dad and I were the only two people in that theater. Nobody else. And as soon as the movie began, The projector was pointing halfway at the ceiling. My dad hopped up and let the employees know. They eventually got around to fixing it after like 10 minutes. And then they restarted the movie. I don't know why I remember that so vividly. Dollar theaters were fun.